We here. We here. You
We're
gotta say
here.
something.
We're
You're
here.
Yeah, we're here.
That's what we are.
We're actually doing this. We actually.
As in?
We made it made sense. Made it made sense. Made it make
We
sense.
made it made sense.
We made it make sense.
Ooh,
We made it make sense.
you made it make sense.
From now on, my grammar will be perfect, and I will get on to everyone else whose grammar isn't. So, yeah.
Yeah, so guys. So guys, welcome to Make It Make Sense with me, Stacey.
Myself, Phil.
And Mr. Data GDR.
Why?
Do you know what's crazy? This is a
Why?
podcast. I don't want to saw you do the dramatic, put your head down thing. You can't do that anymore. You have to speak.
You see, but all of the action adds to the outcome, which is the voice of Mr. Data GDR.
Do you expect to have groupies from doing this? Like, what's the end question? What's the end game?
Listen, I say the game is game and it's to be played.
Literally, I was just about to say.
Yeah, you're both haters.
So what's everyone saying? What's everyone saying? That's good. Stacey, how are you?
I'm good. Had my day. How was my day actually? Let's go through it. I had a good day. I've been having really good days lately. Just being very...
Why did you sound so like that's weird? Is that weird for you?
I literally just go through my week, and at the end of it, I'm like, I've done nothing really productive. I've just been working. But like lately, I've been actively working. I've been intentionally working.
That's good.
And building myself, working on myself.
That's great.
Yeah, that's been great. What about you, Phil? How's your day?
Hey man, I work is work. Work is working. Is it working? Is it working?
He's working.
It's working.
He's working.
Sorry to Ghanaians out there. That's our Ghanaian accent. It's working.
It's not.
It's working.
It's
It
not.
appears she doesn't understand our Ghanaian accent. I do accents as well.
Oh my days. Hey man, yeah, my day's alright. Hey fam, let me tell you about my car, yeah. I'm not driving at the moment. And the reason why I'm not driving, yeah, is because I went to LA and I came back. And before I went to LA, my dad said we're moving houses. I came back and then we had to move straight away. But when I came out, my car was clamped, basically.
Oh.
So yeah, it was clamped. And I tried to, pay for my road tax because it ran out. But as soon as I went to go pay for it, they're like, oh yeah, you can pay for it. You just haven't done your MOT. I was like, huh? And they were like, yeah, so in order to do your road tax, you have to have MOT. I was like, cool. But also, your MOT, you have to be able to move my car. And she was like, oh, I can't help you there. I was like,
What?
Cool. It is what it is. Do you know what I mean?
So the car's just gone.
Fam, it was one of those days, yeah. But you know when you wake up and you smile, you're like, I don't care. Nothing's ruining my day. But the devil kept coming. Not even the devil. The day just kept coming for me. Do you know what I mean? It was like, I was like, nah, you're not stealing my joy. You're not stealing my joy. I was just happy that day, innit? I was like, nah, you're not stealing my joy.
That's wonderful.
Wait,
But,
so
yeah.
you're taking public transport?
I've been taking public transport like I'm a simpleton. Like my life doesn't matter.
Or like you're someone who doesn't have their license yet. There's a simpletons and
Can you
there's
imagine
those.
taking public transport?
I just feel like no, I'm not gonna say it.
I feel like drivers are entitled and they're rude and ouch.
I know, but hey, real talk, public transport is humbling,
Hello.
It's real humbling.
Hello.
Sometimes you don't want that humbling, but you need it.
That
No,
thing stinks.
I am gonna sort my car out tomorrow, though. Friday. I took the day off work, so I'm gonna sort my car on Friday. Though. Dave, what are you saying?
I'm here, man.
How's your day?
Yeah, it was alright still.
Did you do anything interesting?
Loftus Cheek and a talking cold people. Nah, I've been chilling today, man. Just still figuring ish out as most adults do. Adulting, yeah. So yeah, that's just literally what my day has been. I've started running. That's a lie. I'm trying to start running more consistently.
Yeah.
So I had a run today. That made me feel good, man. I encourage everyone to try running more. It's beautiful for your mental fortitude. It really does help you ascend yourself.
Why?
And be a vegan!
Where do you run to? Like,
I just run around my house. Like, as you do, just it's this one big lap that my brother showed me. Like, you come outside my house, you know my house. Then you just run down these trees a bit. Then you end up on the main road. Then you end up on the main road. And then you go back to the side road, backflip. And then you through the trees and up the square.
Yeah, that. But going along the lines of what you're saying, I do think it's very important to well, I don't necessarily think running is,
Is it because you can't run?
I can run
Because you don't have
faster than
lungs?
you.
what?
Feel it?
What? You guys should race though.
I can run faster than you.
Stacey, you want to race?
Let's race.
You want to race
Let's
me?
do it.
Stacey runs like she drives. You have no chance. You have no chance.
I'll let you know now. I was the kid in school that ran with the Sonic hands behind my back like this. Obviously, people can't listen, can't see it, but you know what I'm talking about. You know the Naruto run.
Yeah.
Blazing.
I believe it.
I'll leave you in your tracks.
I believe
Talking about
it.
your weave, girl.
That was smart, can't lie.
Yeah.
But no, I was saying, I really think everyone needs to like take some time out of their day and either take a walk like for 30 minutes just around their block or around their neighborhood, because it gives you time just to process your day and evaluate yourself.
I don't know about that, you know.
Why?
I can see how it would be like beneficial for some people.
Philip, you're built like a drumstick.
The truth of it.
Oh my days,
I don't believe in exercise.
dude. Fam, do you know how? I always say you have nothing to do, yeah. But do you know how free and carefree you have to be to go for a walk? Do you know how happy you must be to go for a walk?
Or how happy you're trying to be.
Oh yeah, or trying to be. Yeah, but like, dude, if you ain't got like, if I go for a walk, I'm just thinking about the stuff I got to do when I get back. And I'm thinking, right, let me just go back now. Do you know what I mean? That walk was cool. I did it. I got fresh air in it, but boom, I still got stuff to do in it. My stuff doesn't stop because I went for a walk.
Yeah, it's not supposed to stop though. It's just supposed to help you regulate the way you're thinking. Because I feel like more time when you're doing stuff, you're not really thinking and processing your feelings and stuff. So if you take time aside to actively do that, I'm not saying do it every day in it, because you're gonna have to have a lot of time to do it every day.
Yeah.
But once a week, once every 2 weeks, like give yourself that quality time. Or maybe, okay, fine, don't do walking then. What do you do for quality time? Like, what do you do to spend time with yourself?
I play PlayStation. What's wrong with that?
I mean,
I think a lot of things through when I'm playing FIFA.
really? Like
Yeah,
what?
I've had some of my most introspective moments playing the PlayStation. Actually,
Let's go.
I can't tell you what that is because
It's private.
it's not that private. I just can't remember it. But I just remember because you know, like you remember what you feel more than what actually happened. So I remember feeling better after playing PlayStation.
I get that.
And I know how some women be like. I feel like women hate it when dudes play PlayStation, innit?
Why?
Especially girlfriends.
Why?
I feel like they hate it, man. It's like, why are you giving this so much attention? Why? So you just gotta be happy? Oh, so you just go play video games and be happy with your life? Or you just gotta enjoy yourself and I'm not there? It's because you're not part of it and it's so fun. That's why.
I
that's
play
why I think
Nintendo,
women-
so I don't relate to this.
Yeah, I mean the Switch as well. That's why I got it.
Yeah, but that's 2 players.
Wait.
You selfish
So
man.
isn't it, I swear Nintendo's like the hand one.
Oh my days.
The hand one.
Yeah, like you
The
hold it in
hand
your.
I mean, you use your hands for
It's a
most
console.
consoles.
They're all consoles.
They're all consoles. So which one's the one that it's like, you know?
If you can see what Stacey's doing with her hands right now. She's doing Naruto hand signs real quick.
Yeah. It's like she's a crip in it. No, I think she's talking about the Switch. You're talking about the Switch. The Switch is the one that's like it can be handheld and put on the TV. PlayStation's just plugged straight into the TV.
Okay.
But either way, playing a console just helps free my mind.
Yeah, no, I definitely feel that too when I'm playing Smash Brothers.
So that's you guys' quality time that you spend with
With
yourself.
No, I do many things. Like running is the main thing that I'm trying in this now. And the thing with running, why I say it helps you to ascend yourself is because I don't like running. I hate it. My body gets itchy. I'm tired and I'm sweaty and I'd rather be in my bed. But for me to be able to discipline myself to say, actually, no, I'm getting out and I'm running and I see like a corner that could get me home quicker, but I'm like, no, let me just do the full circuit. You know, every time I overcome myself in my mind, I reach a new level because it's like something that can help me discipline myself in other areas, if that makes sense. And also obviously the physical benefits. And I did statistics. Those who ran had bigger brains. So screw you, Phil.
Dude, like I swear that
My brain's bigger than yours.
that's amazing, yeah. But I remember one time in uni, I went for a run and I swear down, yeah, I got to like the end of the road. I was like, fam, I wasn't even tired. Be sure, like I was on the football team and I was fit. Like I wasn't even tired, but it was like, what am I doing? Like,
See, but if you can ascend yourself in your mind, that's your mind saying, stop, don't do this, don't do this. The moment you're able to,
I don't think it's that. What I think it is.
What it is, you liar.
What I think it is that I forced myself to run because I thought that it was the right thing to do, and I just thought that would be my way of processing stuff. Whereas I found out it's actually just not my way of processing stuff.
That's fair.
That is fair.
Yeah, I see it as a kind of a waste of time for me personally. I'm the type of person that I don't usually have to work out my feelings. My feelings are just there.
Oh.
My processing is like very quick, and yeah, I guess that's just the way I am. Like, I think probably it started when I was young, right? Nah,
You have problems.
no, I think my whole family is like that because we're all quite quick-witted in it. So working out how we feel does not take long at all.
To be honest, yeah. Well, I've only met you and Peace, and yeah, you guys.
Oh,
really...
dude, we had a family barbecue on Saturday.
It looked so good.
Y'all had a
Yeah,
cookout?
man, we had a debate, and
Damn,
yeah, it
that
was,
invite missed me, boy.
It was something.
Because
It'll
you know I'm
definitely
part
be
of your
heated.
family,
Nah,
right?
definitely will be heated.
It's not heated. Okay, do you know what it is? Everyone else saw it as heated because me and my older sister kind of got into it, but like it wasn't like heated. It was like, because I don't like to say I argue, and the reason why I don't like to say I argue is because I feel like to argue there's a lot of pride involved, and you have to really be taking things personally. I don't take it personally like that. I like to debate. That's the way I like to connect with people. You explore people's minds when you debate with them, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And what you if they don't debate with you, what you explore is that they probably don't like debating, right? So like, there's no point in getting into it. But no, that's just the way I process. So ultimately, running is not for me personally.
That's fair. I feel like, yeah.
Kind of zoned out and heard you go from fighting your sister to running.
I didn't find my sister.
You been fighting your sister, man? That's crazy, man. Damn.
Anyway, Sha, this is Make It Make Sense, right? So what we gonna do is we're gonna talk about film, TV, because we're all trying to get into that industry, you know. I myself am a director and a writer. David is a fill in the blank.
I am an actor, writer, producer, director, rapper, singer, painting, model.
David is that guy who puts his name on every single credit. Every
What?
single credit.
What?
Written by
What?
David, directed
Wow.
by David,
Produced
edited
by
by David.
Wow.
That guy.
Written by David and Philip. Directed by David and Philip. Starring David and Stacey.
And Stacey, what do you do?
I act and I write. Even though my writing, I keep that to myself.
Yeah,
That's
stop
something
that.
really private.
Because your writing is excellent.
You
You
haven't
selfish.
read anything I've
you
done.
defo sent me a scene for my play.
Oh, that
Yeah.
I rewrote. Yeah.
Yeah. I wrote a scene, it was trash. Stacey rewrote it,
No,
it was good.
The thing is, it's not that it was trash, yeah, but
It just wasn't good.
didn't make sense, and that was the problem.
And she
'cause-
made it make sense. That's what we call it that!
Hey,
Oh my gosh.
Hey, we out here.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're trying to get into those industries. You know, we're trying to do our thing. We're trying to be creative, and you know, being creative is expensive. So there's a lot of stress. That's why we're talking about it. And also, on another level, we are all Christians. We all believe in. Stacey, are you still a Christian?
Absolutely. What?
Okay. I'm just checking. It's been a while. I'm just checking.
I love Jesus.
Fam, you know that's that personal conviction. You know when you know you're sinning, right? And then someone goes, "Oh, how are you? What do you mean how I am?" Oh, God, what do you mean, fam? What do you mean, fam? Of course I'm going to Carnival and Afro Nation.
No, do you know
Another
what?
episode, another episode,
If
another
we are-
episode.
I was gonna say, if we're gonna talk about it, let's talk about it. Cause
We need to get the real
Say that again. What was it?
Twitter Pharisees on here. Let's talk about that.
What did you say?
Another episode. Afro
Okay, fine,
Nation,
that's fine,
Carnival.
that's a good though.
I was
That-
at
that's-
both
that's
those
a-
things.
We have
Yeah, you were still. That's a hot topic still, but we're not getting into that. Alright, let's start with some quick reviews. Yeah, let's start with some quick reviews. Alright, so the Black Lady Sketch Show is on HBO in America, but some clips are on YouTube. Black Lady Sketch Show is produced by I think Issa produces it.
Yeah.
Issa Rae and Robin Thede.
Okay, cool.
Thede.
It's got Quinta Brunson in there. It's got a bunch of people. Kelly Rona's in like a couple episodes. Issa's in a couple episodes.
Angela Bassett.
Angela Bassett's in a couple episodes. Yeah, like it's a great
Patti
compilation of
Black Queens.
the ensemble cast is dope.
Black.
But what do you
Queens.
think about it? Because we ain't seen the whole thing. We don't know what the format is, but we've seen like some clips. Unless you have seen it, but
Yeah.
we've seen clips and sketches on YouTube. Like it's a very Key and Peele esque type show. Like all these characters are playing different people. It's a sketch show basically.
Yeah.
It's comedy. So what do you think about it?
Okay, so I think I'm like 3 episodes in.
Wait, you're watching like episodes?
Yeah, I'm actually watching the
Oh,
episode.
snap. Where'd you watch it at? You got the HBO Plus minus?
something like that.
Oh, you got that potlucker, vodlucker.
Oh, something like that.
Her name is Stacey and she lives at... Come get her!
But like the first episode, I was here for it and I was like, let's see where they're going with this. And it made me chuckle, it made me laugh. As it continued...
How long are the episodes?
20 minutes, around the 20 to...
That's the sweet spot, the sweet spot.
Yeah. So the first episode, not bad. Second episode, it just kept...
What is that noise? How do you do that noise? How do you...
It just,
Is that tree? Are you sharing with us and our listeners?
yeah, so...
She said she loves you, bro. She's trying to say she loves you.
They're animals. They're real big animals. But what I was saying is like, okay, so as the episodes continued, I feel like it's going a bit downhill. Like, it's not that funny anymore.
Whoa. What did you find funny? Is there anything specifically that you found funny?
Oh, there was the sketch about, you know, there was that girl that's invisible and she's like part of the CIA.
Yeah, I saw that one. I think that one had, who was in it?
Gina Torres, I think.
Gina Torres, yeah. She's a lovely. She's so beautiful. She's so beautiful.
Look what I mean!
Oh my days. She's from
Who?
Suits. The black lady from Suits.
Oh, I don't watch Suits.
Because you're a heathen.
Huh? You know what, Sue?
Oh, don't worry, it's fine. Suits kind of died out, but yeah. I saw that sketch. I
had
hated
Megan Good in it,
You
right?
hated
The
it?
Queen.
I hated it.
Why?
Do you know what it is? I think I just don't find it funny. I think like I remember talking to David about this. And I was like, I really want to like this. I really want to support it. So that's what I'm doing in it. Like I really want to love this. I just don't find it funny, dude. And I think I thought like maybe okay, I'm not the target audience here, but I just didn't find it funny. There was one sketch that did change my mind though. For a second,
The marriage one.
The marriage one was funny. When the guy didn't want to say the guy didn't want to say I do.
Yeah.
That one was funny. And then what was she saying about till death do us part? Well, I don't know about that.
yeah.
That was
Sickness
funny.
and health.
Yeah. Quinta Brunson, she is.
Quinta's amazing, bro. I love her, fam. I love her.
I said a large.
And then she just.
You got money. Yeah. But yeah, she's amazing. David, what do you think?
I loved it. I love everything about it. I love what it stands for. I love what it is.
You're so
and
PC,
listen. Let me finish
Black
what I'm saying.
is beautiful.
Don't
We get it.
Hey, black is beautiful, and black women are even more beautiful because they add woman to it. But listen, look, I like women's. Anyways, what am I saying? Flipping.
How'd you find it?
Obviously, I'll be honest. I'm not laughing at every sketch. That's what I'm saying. But to be honest, nowadays stuff don't really make me laugh like that no
Not
more.
funny.
I don't know if that's because I'm darker now, but I feel like
does that mean?
I just my perspective on life. Whoa, listen. Colorism is that episode 7, guys. Let's chill. But yeah, it don't make me laugh out loud like that, but I'll be watching it smiling just look at these great women. This is sensational. And I've always loved sketch shows, man. Since days of In Living Color. I mean, sketch shows are always a win for me. So I'm just like, yes.
Do you know what I deep? Do you know what I deep? I don't think you can find something funny, but it doesn't mean you'll laugh every single time.
Yeah.
I think you'll smile at it sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, there are a lot of shows that I just smile at, and it's not because I don't find it funny. It's just because I don't find it funny enough to burst out laughing.
Yeah.
I thought more time laughing is more of a unexpected emotion.
Yeah.
You can't just do it as opposed to okay, cool. Like I feel like you smile at a lot of things. Like Kim's Convenience, I smile at.
Yeah. It's a lot of
Yeah.
You know,
okay.
it's
But like I don't like burst out laughing.
But to be honest, I feel like you lot's choice in comedy is just questionable.
Hold
Considering
on,
you guys
hold on,
like comedy
hold
so
on,
much, it's
hold
very
on,
questionable.
hold on.
I'm holding.
Hold on.
I'm holding.
Wow.
She added our choice in comedy
Because
Yeah.
it's ass.
Do you know what's
on
crazy?
live podcast.
Do you know what's
Are
crazy?
you called it bomb bomb?
Do you know what's crazy?
What's crazy?
What's crazy?
This is how we can segue. You're laughing at our choice of comedy, but we chose to cast you in our comedy.
Whoa.
Wow.
To be honest, I told you not to. I told them not to. I told them not to.
Wow.
I told them not to.
Wow.
But you know they did their
This
thing.
is self-hate.
They did
This
their
is
thing.
self-hate.
It's not.
It's self-hate. This is self-hate because you're laughing at our choice in comedy, but we chose to cast you. Like you're laughing at us for casting you. Like, I'm so crap. Why did you cast me?
This is gonna fail.
It's gonna be a sinking ship. But have fun while we're here, like. Which is a great segue to go into we all worked on a project together called Minister in Training. It's David's baby. So David, can you
It's
talk
our
about
baby
it?
together. Listen, first of all, let me make a carve out. Listen, we're in this together. God has surrounded me with some amazing people, and nothing comes to life without the people that God brought to you to help get it. So it's our baby. Minister in Training follows the story of Pastor Michael. He's a pastor in training that essentially part of his training, the main part, is learning how to give counsel to the crazy wacky members of his church. It's a comedy, people, because people in church sometimes can be crazy. That's what I learned in my experience growing up in church and everything. So I thought, hey, it'll be fun to put some love and life into a series about this, a pastor counseling crazy people.
So
Not crazy people like that, obviously, just to carve out. Because
yeah, I was about to say you don't want to call church members crazy. But
Yeah.
like, yeah, no,
Yeah.
They have some wild circumstances that they go through, and then Pastor Michael essentially helps them with that. And it's shown in a format of like one dilemma per episode, and it's it's on YouTube. Where can they find it?
If you just go into YouTube, type in MIT113, that's MIT113, it should all come up. Minister in Training.
Cool. So, so we finished season 1. Season 1 was 3 episodes. Stacey was in one of them, and the first episode that we did was about quiet. It was called Quiet Quarrel. What's that about, David?
Well, it's actually about the greatest choir leader to ever choir lead. His name is Taylor, and he knows how to lead in gospel and glory.
All right, cool. We asked for David, not Tahila, but sure. All right, so 2 choir
I'm
members
Philip
do what? 2 choir members do what?
2 choir members basically have a battle over who's going to lead the choir, because sometimes in choirs there can be a lot of pride, and we explore that a little bit.
Yeah, it's like who praises the hardest, who praises right. It's kind of
I praise God better than you.
basically that. And the third episode was called Tithes and Refund. That's about a guy called Reggie who felt the Holy Spirit but put too much money into the offering basket.
No, that's not what happened, nah. Listen, what happened was, you say it.
Yeah, he put too much money into the offering basket and he wants his money back, but he's being like super duper passive aggressive with it, and he can't really exactly say that he wants it back. Like, he can't say it with his chest, sorry, but yeah, that was that. And
Starring
then-
the sensational The Bench.
You didn't mention.
Starring the sensational The Bench.
You didn't mention the first.
The choir choral starring the sensational Lucci Noir.
Shout out Lucci.
And our pastor is Michael Afwap.
Yeah, shout out Michael. So, and then the second episode, which is my favorite personally so far, that's called It's Allowed, and it's about a newly married couple who battle their fear is probably the wrong word to say here, but their complications with sex, because they spent their whole life being told that sex is wrong, sex is bad. If they had sex, they'll get chronic diarrhea. So yeah, they explore that with Pastor Michael. It's comedy, it's lighthearted, but at the same time we do have a message every single time, and we're always rooting it back into the Bible.
Message.
Cool. So, alright, what I wanted to talk about is the fact that this episode got some stick, right?
I didn't know this.
Cool. We wanted to protect you from it, innit? But like, essentially, during the run of MIT season 1, we were putting out episodes weekly. When was this? Like April?
May.
Alright, cool. We're putting out episodes weekly. David and I, and Esther, who's also part of the team, shout out Esther Boomy.
Hey.
We were in a group chat called UK Christian Filmmakers, right? So I got added to this group chat after meeting a wonderful lady called Toby. She has her own W Talk. It's amazing. It's an app it has Christian content, mainly for women, but it's Christian content. I directed and edited a commercial for their app, and in doing so, I cast David and the amazing Lucci in it.
Lucci Noir.
Okay.
She added us to this Christian UK Christian Filmmakers group chat, and we were there for a while, but nothing was really going on. Like, people were just kind of showing their own stuff, or like showing stuff that they've worked on, or complications they have. Like, someone might show their I'm not gonna lie, it was quite boastful. Some people will just show their, like, they'll print screen or screen grab their whole editing screen and be like, look what I'm working on. And it's like,
What are you doing?
while you're out here sleeping,
I was making moves
while you were doing niche
for the kingdom.
God loves me because I'm putting in the work. He's gonna say, "Well done, good and faithful servant." All right, cool. Anyway,
Yes.
yeah, I'm not gonna, okay. They're doing that. All right, cool. But I ain't gonna judge. Like, we just judged. But I ain't gonna judge.
Critical judge, you feel it.
Nothing was going on, right? So we were like, cool. We have this. We have something that marries the two things the two ideals that we're all here for. We're Christians and we made film content, right? So we created this. We post the teaser poster. Everyone was like, "Oh, this looks good." Well, not everyone, but there's like 40 or 50 something people in the chat. A few people were like, "Oh yeah, this looks good."
Three of them.
Was it 3?
It was about 3.
Okay, about 3 people said, "Oh yeah, this looks good."
No,
that
that's
was
cool. We appreciate it.
That's true.
Yeah, we appreciate. Yeah, so that was fine. Then we posted the trailer. And some people were like, "Oh yeah, this looks really good," because it was a good trailer. Let me not lie, it was a great trailer.
Was good.
It was an amazing trailer.
So we posted that. They liked it. We posted episode 1 of MIT.
What they say?
Quiet Quarrel.
What they
Right?
say?
No one said anything.
Damn.
I think one person acknowledged the post or said thank you for this or something like
Whoa.
that. You know, once you don't even click on it yet, you just say thank you.
That's so true.
Cool. And it's like, all right, whatever. Like, we're just trying to share it. So if they don't watch it, then it's fine.
Because we're being
Isn't it?
selfish too, technically.
We comes to the second week. So like I said, we're posting weekly. Comes to the second week. It's allowed time, right?
Come on.
We knew. This is the thing, yeah. I don't know. Okay, cool. I'll explain the situation first. We posted it, right, and then I get a personal message from the admin. There's one admin of the chat, so clearly he made it. I don't know how old he is, but you can kind of tell his age by what I'm about to say. But he messaged me personally. You know when you see a +44 and you're like, "What's this, man?" You know that WhatsApp's bare personal, fam. Just text me like, what's this? So I looked at it. He explained who he is. Then he basically gave his views on the episode, and his views were that it was quote compromising and quote confusing. Sorry.
Okay.
Confusion works as well because it sounds even more confusing.
Yeah, that's basically what he said. He said that his views were that it was essentially in a nutshell, he was just saying it was too sexual. Right, so in the episode,
an episode about sex.
It's an episode about
too
sex.
sexual.
Imagine.
Yeah, cool. So
I get it.
He said all of that, and he said, "Oh, he came to me directly, so he can tell me before he tells the group chat, so he doesn't look like I'm blindsided."
Okay.
Which is fair.
Yeah, that's respectful. I like that.
I said to him, quickly, we are recorded in David's house, and if you hear stuff in the kitchen, it's because there's a kitchen on the other side of the wall. Eventually, we'll move to a studio in Jesus' name. Amen. But for now, we are grateful with this setup because it didn't have to be this way.
It's free.
Hallelujah. Anyway, going back to it. Sorry.
Good carve out.
Yeah. So I respected that. He told me that before he put it in the group chat. I was like, that's fine. I explained to him the logic behind the episode. I explained to him that, listen, this episode, I can understand how you can think it's compromising, but it was not compromising in our intentions at all. We knew exactly what we were doing, and we were very intentional about what we were doing. Absolutely. And if you find this episode uncomfortable, then I guess you're not the target audience. He said that is fine. I felt, after having that conversation with him, I felt like we had an understanding. Okay. So he might change his view. You know what I mean? Because he's called it compromising and confusing, which means to him, we didn't really know what we were doing. Yeah. We were just trying to do something. Do you know what I mean? But we were very aware of what we're doing. Absolutely. He said it to the group chat now, the UK filmmakers group chat. He said the same thing again. Okay. And I was like, I messaged first. I was like, yo, I spoke to you about this person.
Why would you think it's okay?
I was like, yo, like, I'm not gonna lie, I felt kind of hurt. I was like, fam, I don't know the guy.
Because you're a little softy.
I felt kind of hurt. I messaged David in another group chat we have in it. I was like, fam, like, because we all have the group chat on mute, so we don't really see messages. I was like, fam, you need to come this way, innit? Because come back me. It's beef. Come back. That's what I said. Come back me. All right, cool. So now, just cut a long story short. More people started to watch the episodes because of the controversy that was spoken about, because someone found it compromising and confusing. And it's like no one was here for it when we were posting the first one. Yeah. When now something's coming up, there's a bit of conflict. People want to come and watch it, which is it's not fine, but it's like it is what it is, because that's how human beings are, isn't it? Like. We
love a bit of drama.
Love a bit of drama.
Just love a bit of drama, don't we?
Love a bit of drama. Even one person said, oh, I hadn't watched it yet, but I'm gonna watch it now because of what everything that's been said. Cool. And then that mad long, everyone sent like a dissertation about their views on the episode.
Whoa.
And it was quite, some people, I think 1 or 2 people, they didn't back us, but they didn't not back us.
Okay,
Like,
yeah.
in a situation like that, if you don't pick a side,
Yeah.
you're like, it's quite dangerous, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, some people find it a bit overly sexual, which is like, cool, that's fine, but you can't say that we shouldn't do it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you find it overly sexual, that's your own conviction. Like, that's your own thing.
What
Like,
did they find overly sexual about it?
so, do you want to explain, David?
No.
The topic was about sex.
Yeah.
So,
But if you're going to talk about sex,
yeah, go on.
do you really have to say the word sex?
He didn't say that.
That's how I took it.
He
Listen.
didn't say that, but the rhetoric was kind of like that. It was basically because you know, there's, if you haven't seen it, please go and watch it. Pause this and go and watch it if you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But like, there's the climax of the episode.
Spoiler alert.
Pun intended. There's a climax of the episode where I'll get used to that. We'll do this all the time. But there's a part in the episode where your character Whitney starts to describe sex after they now become comfortable with
I
it.
remember that.
She describes
That
what she
moment-
wants
Yeah.
from sex.
Yeah, what she wants from sex. That moment, that's when they started to say that it became too overly sexual and essentially became pornography
Oh, all of that?
because of how much we were explaining
Porn.
and showing.
They said it was porn. The
No,
episode
mine
was
says
porn.
that. Firstly, there wasn't any showing. Literally, was just explaining, like,
Yeah.
and what she was saying.
He said audible porn.
Okay.
like a podcast of porn.
Yeah, a porn podcast.
Like Bang Bros on
So
Spotify.
essentially, these 2 guys from South London who are Christians who thought, let's make some Christian content for Christians, right?
Yeah.
Intentionally made porn. That's what he's basically saying. We made porn, David.
Yep. And as a newly employed porn director, I feel like my next project is going to look at Songs of Solomon.
But you know what? Yeah, probably. If anything, I don't think they can really get at. They can get out the content and the words in the script, but also that had to do with like the choices I made as an actor to be.
Are you trying to put the blame on yourself?
No,
Wait a
I'm not
minute.
blaming myself. No, I'm not blaming myself.
Okay.
I did nothing wrong.
That's exactly.
I did nothing
I was about,
wrong.
hey,
I
hey,
did
you were
nothing wrong.
queen.
Girl.
You were queen.
Girl, you better tell somebody.
You were queen.
You better tell
I'm a
somebody.
boy. Why are you queen, girl?
Because you're so pretty.
I mean,
No, back to topic. But yeah, I was saying probably like my choice as an actor to kind of physicalize certain things and they were uncomfortable with. But I'm really sorry. But when it comes to Christians discussing sex, the problem is that they don't do it. That is the problem. And we're going to keep beating around the topic whilst people are
Pun
actually
intended.
beating. Yeah.
Oh, she got sorry.
Yeah,
I beat you to the punch.
mean,
I'm sorry.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I just got excited. Blew my load.
No, David. So what you said was like basically you hit the nail on the head. Like that was the intention with the episode, right, David?
Absolutely.
So like, what was the point? Why did you want to make this episode? Because David wrote all the episodes. So why did you want to write this episode?
I wanted to write this episode because I feel it is incredibly important that Christians know sex is not the issue. It never has been. Fornication, lust, sin, those are the issues.
talk about it.
Now,
Let's do it.
the premise of the episode is a married couple who are scared of sex because Christians their whole life have told them to be scared of sex. The episode is to show how ridiculous that is. So, of course, it gets ridiculous. It's a comedy. Laugh!
Alright, here's the thing, yeah. I'm not even playing devil's advocate, right? So I feel like as Christians, we're not a monolith, but we should, like, there should be a standard that we all kind of agree on, like,
Yeah.
should be, but there isn't one.
Absolutely
And that's
not.
because we're all different. We all have a different threshold when it comes to things that make us lead to sin. So cool. Let's say this episode of MIT triggers lustful thoughts in your head, or makes you feel a certain way, or makes you feel uncomfortable. That is fine, right? That's why it's not fine to feel comfortable, but you always have the option to turn it off. This is on-demand content.
Yeah.
No one's forcing you, saying sit down and watch this and enjoy it, right?
Yeah.
So you could always turn it off, meaning it wasn't for you.
Yeah.
But there's a reality of there's a lot of people who watched it and genuinely found it funny.
Yeah.
They didn't think porn once at all. And the reason why is because every time they go on social media, they literally see porn.
Yeah.
So this is nothing compared to them. So that's what I'm saying. You can clearly see the guy's age because the guy who told me about it being compromising and confusing, because he generally saw that as arousal. But it's like, cool, I get it. Look, the Bible does say,
I'm sorry.
Alright, let's not laugh at him.
I'm saying.
But the Bible,
I wasn't laughing at him, I was laughing at it.
The Bible does say, does like, don't cause your brother to sin.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I get it. Like, so if this episode, I don't know if you lot feel this way, but if this episode did cause you to like have lustful thoughts or make you feel overly aroused, then I'm sorry, that's not the intention of the episode.
Absolutely.
But you like, please, I beg you, just turn it off if that's the case.
Even so, if it causes you to have lustful thoughts and causes you to, go ahead and sin and everything, I feel like that's something that you need to look within. If this episode you felt did all of that, that's something that you probably need to work on within yourself as well. You can't just be saying, oh, the episode made me do this. Figure out why it made you do it. Like, there's clearly something inside of you that you haven't completely, I don't want to say fixed because it's not broken.
Explored?
We're all broken.
Yeah, we all, to be fair.
We're all broken.
To be fair, there's clearly different parts of you that you haven't explored, or different parts of you that you haven't. See, I feel like everything I'm going to say is going to sound like I'm being mean, or I'm just being like...
Be mean.
aggressive.
It's a
But
podcast.
I feel like there's a maturity in being able to control your emotions and control the way you think and the processes of your thoughts. So if you can't do that and this episode is causing all of that, Philip's right, turn it off or work on that.
Yeah. Because even turning it off is you working on it.
Yeah.
Because you've recognized that, cool, this is leading me to something, so I turn it off. But I don't think it's fair to say that this thing objectively is compromising and confusing because it led you to that state of emotion. But that didn't lead everyone to that state of emotion. Look, we did a screening before we put it out, and more time everyone just laughed at it.
Yeah.
Like, it's not ridiculous. I mean, it kind of is wacky comedy, but like, it's not like absurd what they're talking about, and it's not absurd what's going on. It's like, it just made people laugh and it made people feel comfortable. And I guess that obviously speaks to where we're at as a community now, but then it's like, that's why we made it that way, because it speaks to the way this community is. If this was made maybe 10-15 years ago or something, maybe it would have been a little less sexual in terms of the description.
Yeah.
Been worse. I watched Wayans Brothers, bro.
No,
90s.
I mean like Christians. Like we're not exposed to sex. We weren't exposed to sex constantly.
Yeah.
All the time. Like, we were supposed to in a very passive aggressive way through the media and everything.
Yeah, true.
But literally every single time I open my timeline, someone has retweeted porn onto my timeline, and maybe I need to unfollow someone.
There's probably like 3 acts. You do that all the time,
Bro.
I swear, sometimes it's too stressful.
You know, like that. You know, like sometimes you got to look at someone's page and be like, fam, what's wrong with not what's wrong with you, but like, really? I'm sure you know that when you like or retweet something, it goes on everyone else's page that follows you. Like, bro, like, come on, man.
Hey, quick, so I'll never forget the day the Room 113 Twitter, someone must have accidentally liked something that they shouldn't have, and our hearts all dropped. I was looking at Toby. But no, we fixed the situation. It's fine. Brand safety. Woo!
No, but yeah, so the reality is we made it a certain way to speak to a certain generation.
Absolutely.
If you feel like it didn't hit, that's fine. It's just not for
That's
you.
fine.
It's not by force.
It's not by force. It's not by force. You have every opportunity to turn off. But okay, cool. Let's say I'm trying to be as gracious as possible here, innit? Because obviously when they came at us, I felt attacked.
But of course.
Like, I'm one of those people that, like, I really like to try my best to control my emotions. I'm an advocate for that as well, innit? But I felt attacked, not because they didn't share any other episodes when now decided everyone started to come up and start getting onto us, but because it didn't felt like loving at all. No one ever said, like, we're actually called to correct people with love. And it, like,
I'm gonna go into...
Stacey's doing a madness right now. But like, it didn't felt loving at all. It kind of felt attacking. Like, no one ever, because you know that this is art. Someone has intention behind what they make.
Oh,
there's no one. There's no one that can make things by accident.
La 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 la.
Sorry, man. I'm from South London. When I speak with my hands in it. I've been told it's quite intimidating. But like, yeah, no one stopped and said, oh, so what were your intentions behind this episode? Because if we say our intentions and then you say, oh, this is how I felt watching it, it'll be like, oh, okay, cool. We can consider that for next time. How if we want to broaden our audience, we want to broaden our audience, we can consider how it can affect more people. But that wasn't the case. They just got onto us and straight away and they were like, right, it's compromising and confusing. It was objective statements. Like, it was not like I felt this way watching it. It was like, no, this is compromising and confusing. And it's like, I think they were trying to be loving in the way they articulated, but not everyone, but like a few people, everyone, like, it was a lot of lines. It was a lot of paragraphs, man.
Was it?
I remember the paragraphs.
The thing is, my feedback from our episode was just that, we were touching on a subject that Christians don't normally touch on, and it was refreshing to see that being like put out to a wide audience, especially in our generation and with the younger generations that are being exposed to everything. They're already being exposed, so let's be honest. Let's have an open and honest conversation about it. And if nothing else, this is giving you the platform to talk about something that no one talks about. And if you have an opinion, I respect their opinions, to be fair. I respect it. I just feel like, I
feel like it's stupid. I respect it. I just think it's stupid.
Stupid and dumb.
You sound like Jerome.
Jerome?
Is that his name? The fat one.
Russell.
Sex
Tuplets. Great film. Go watch it. Marlon Wayans. I'm the only who thinks that. Listen. We're gonna get to that. Let's stick on this.
For films are low.
Stacey, I love you.
Let's go back to the point.
Okay, back to the point. Yeah, like I was saying. What was I saying?
You lost your point because you're chatting rubbish.
It gives people the opportunity to speak.
Yeah, it just gives people the opportunity to talk about subjects that, no one's really out here talking about. And also, there was a friend that told me, we need more of a message there because it was, a lot of sexual innuendos and all of that. And I was like, that's fair.
Yeah, like, okay, so something I coined. I tried to woke and wacky in it. So the whole point of MIT. Don't touch my elbow like that, man. It's weird.
I didn't. I did.
Whole point of MIT is that we're trying to be woke and wacky. So we're trying to give comedy, but obviously root it in scripture and root it in Christian values in it. So every episode won't have the same balance because every episode is different. Every episode has a certain topic. Some topics are easier to discuss. Some topics are just funnier, dude. And there's a lot of jokes that you could miss. But I feel like in the scripts that David wrote, we did we did address the topic in a woke way, but obviously the comedy clearly outweighed.
Mm-hmm. Do you know what I find interesting as well? It's like there was three episodes, and the one that involved sex got the most backlash. But like when it comes to competition or in Tehillah and Excellence episode, there's a lot wrong there with the way they interact with each other and the fact that they doing it in a loving way. Like, let's talk about the different issues that are happening in the Christian community. Like, and I feel like if nothing else, the other conversations or the other episodes have more nuanced conversations to be had than with the sex topic because it is what it is. Like, sex is sex. I don't know what else you guys want.
It's such an overdone topic as well,
bruv.
But we're gonna keep doing it because they keep eating it up.
It's like every single episode shows a value in every single all these church members that is not conducive to a godly lifestyle. But the one about sex,
they're married.
No, that one, no, we can't do it.
Yeah,
we can't do it. We can't do it.
You to it won't talk.
These people weren't even actually sinning. They were just asking you what is and is not allowed.
Yeah, they actually don't have they don't sin at all. There's nothing. Yeah,
they're a married couple.
Yeah, they're a married couple. Oh, that's important to say. They are a married couple in the episode. But yeah, no, it's important. Like, it's important to basically.
Philip has a Bible verse ready.
When people come at you with this type of thing, I'm gonna get you to read about it. When people come at you with this type of criticism, it's so easy to take it personal because that's your art. Above all, that's your art. So basically, you're telling me I'm not holy enough.
Yeah.
And my art is confusing.
Yeah.
And then say remember they said don't take it personally.
Yeah. Don't take it personally, but personally.
Don't take it personally. I just think that everything you do is just terrible. Obviously they didn't say that, but then they told us not to take it personally. And in that moment there, it's so hard to be not even objective, yourself. They're getting onto you about it, but it's so hard to just be like, alright, cool. I hear what you're saying, innit? I don't have to agree with you.
Yeah.
But like, cool. at the end of the day,
That's what we did.
We are brother and sister in Christ.
That's what
I didn't. I basically said, come around the corner.
Yeah.
I basically said, listen, like all this typing is just kind of long. If you really feel strong about this, please just call me because I really want to have this conversation.
Who called it?
Ossai. It's
No.
Ossai.
Oh,
Them man
who
was
called me?
scared.
Who
Them
called
man
me?
was scared,
Who called
cuz.
me?
Them man was
No
scared.
one called me.
No.
Hey,
No
what?
one called
Them man
him.
try to say Philippe, one cuz. Them man, I'm joking. Nah, it's all love, man. I just kind of stopped. I don't like talking to people personally too much. Like, I love talking to people, but sometimes I don't. Situations where I feel like the conversation isn't really getting anywhere because in that situation they were trying to tell us something. They weren't trying to have a conversation with us. They were just saying this was wrong, fix it, and we're like, but here's what we're trying to do. No, I ain't chopping Zion. Listen, and we're like, okay, cool. Here's what it is, man.
Let's talk about it.
Especially in this creative industry, that I will be honest, that don't cause your brother to fall line is a very dangerous one. It ultimately you have to pray to the Spirit for guidance on how to make sure that you're living the best way, because it's very tough to have that kind of pressure on you as a Christian in this industry to be like, oh, but don't make your brothers fall. They're all watching you right now.
I also feel like, sorry to interrupt you, I feel like it takes responsibility from yourself. Like, you need to be really careful how you
like the
use
Bible's a big thing, and they're just gonna use that one verse.
You get me?
That
like,
one verse.
If they're not, okay, fair enough, don't cause your brother to sin, but then you're the one that's sinning. Like, your brother's not the one sinning, so I'm going to sit here whilst someone is going to make me do something. It's wild to me. Like, I have my own mind. I got my own brain. God gave me strength. Like, all the things, I feel like everything that God has given you, you're giving all that credit to someone else and being like, well, I didn't do it on my own. No, you did it on your own. Like, let's be sensible. And as Christians, I feel like we need to move in love. Like, I've been on this wave of I am loving everyone. I'm gonna love you to
Except Marlon.
death. No, I love him, but he's just not funny anymore. Like, he's just not funny anymore.
He's incredibly funny.
He's not, because, okay, with Marlon, the TV show, did you guys watch it? Marlon.
Yeah, watched it, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so the first 2 episodes, I was like, oh my gosh, this is a bit funny. This is a little fun. After that, trash.
Wow.
I mean, this was unnecessary.
Because he's doing
As
too
a
much.
tangent,
He's doing too much.
he does everything and even more because he's great. I love you, Marlon Wayans. Mentor me. Anyways,
Fair.
the cause of your brother to fall, ask the Spirit for guidance, and it's very or it's not as simple as some people make it out to be. It's not just a don't do this and do this, because even with this because even with this episode, it's like it helps a lot of people, but these people that the episode wasn't made for had an issue with it. It's like, so do we now change our entire creative vision to cater to people that we're not trying to cater to?
Yeah.
Or do we actually continue making an impact where we're trying to make an impact? And so it's really a case of us having to tell people, if you ain't with it, you might just have to close your laptop, bro.
See, but I'm the type of person that really likes criticism as well. Like,
no, we welcome criticism.
No,
No, but
100.
yeah, at the same time, MRT was made to be a conversation starter anyway.
Yeah.
If it's
Yeah.
for conversing, then that's
Start
good.
the convo.
Okay, here's the thing. Yeah, I hear what you're both saying, and I'm not necessarily siding with them because this topic is quite polarizing. Please, guys, if you have your own opinions as well, please let us know in it. We'll say the social media handles at the end. But with this topic, we have to realize that do not cause your brother to sin. Like, yeah, sure, it does like take away responsibility from yourself, but at the same time, it's a loving act to try and do your best to not cause your brother to sin. It is a form of you showing love, because I love you so much that I don't want to see you not go against God, because that makes God sound like a yes, master. I'll pick up the clothes, master. Like, you're not a slave, but like I say clothes. I don't know how to say clothes, but yeah. it's like, I love you so much, I don't want to see you go through
By all means,
sin.
Yeah, but I feel like people pick and choose when you use that line, because it's been said a lot of the times, and this is what, as a woman and a Christian woman, I feel like I feel really targeted when people are like, oh, you can't wear this, or you can't dress this way because you know you're causing someone to have lustful thoughts, and I'm like, not my issue that way.
Yo.
Like, I love you as a brother in Christ, but also get your act together.
I hear that.
Like, right now, all I'm trying to do is live my best life in God and trying to rejoice.
Yes.
And the way I feel like with my Christian journey, it's between me and God. Like, that's my relationship with God. And if your relationship with God, if I'm affecting that, please tap me on the shoulder, let me know and everything, and we'll decide how to go about it. But to come to me and tell me that my action, not my action, but the way I dress is implicating you so much, to have lustful thoughts, and then you're gonna, if you do something about it, it's your own. If you don't, also. But okay, guys, this is one thing that I've always been confused about. Where does the sin start? Is it when you...
What, lust?
Yeah.
Lust starts in the mind.
That's, yeah.
So that was a very quick answer.
Okay, so I went to...
there's nuance.
There is.
Why is there nuance to that? Lust starts in the mind.
Lust starts in the mind, but it's like, at what point is it a sin?
No, but at what
Lustful
point...
thoughts are a sin in sexual immorality.
But see, this is the thing. I'm confused when it comes to lust, because I'm like, what's the lustful
lust?
thought? Like, what's the lustful thought?
Lust is basically a strong desire, often sexual, towards something or someone. So when people generally refer to lust, you know, usually in them church settings, they're usually talking about you want to go have sex with that person, as a not like, I wonder what she looks like naked.
Can I
Let me just appreciate that body. As
Okay.
a, like, it's usually
So that's
you wanna
not
go have sex
lust.
with this person.
Because see, now we're going into a grey area of what is lust and what isn't. Because when people think lust, they think, I see this person, I want to have sex with them.
Not people. Like, that's usually what church say.
We hear that in church a lot, but then it's like, is lust, I look at this woman and I want to lips her neck? Is that lust? Is it? Because if so,
like,
help.
Okay, cool. So the definition of lust is literally a strong sexual desire, or the verb is have strong sexual desire for someone. Like, that's like what okay, I'm gonna be real here, yeah.
Preach, baby, preach.
I want to be real here,
I'm
innit?
listening.
Keep preaching.
Well, alright, cool. So a feeling like lust is like a strong sexual desire towards someone. That's literally all it is.
Yeah.
So however you want to categorize that, that's down to you.
Okay.
Like, but just be wise. Like, be wise with yourself, because real talk though, if I go and lips her neck, I'll have even more strong sexual. It's a slippery slope.
Yeah.
Like, so doing stuff like
be.
that, it's not sin. It's just not wise.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You have to. You have to know
permissible.
yourself. You have to know what will lead you towards sin, and then stay away from it. Because the Bible literally says flee from sin, and sin that doesn't look like how close can I get to sin without sin. Technically, I'm not sinning because. Can you imagine going meeting God and you're like, no, but technically,
Technically, if you play back the VAR footage, take a look. I was on her clavicle, not her
that's
navel.
not the idea, because the flesh is weak. So the closer you get to sin without sinning, you're more likely to go and sin, and you'll convince yourself, oh, I know myself. Like, you'll convince yourself that, okay, I won't do it. But the reality is, more time you will. So when someone's like, when people tell you not to do stuff because it leads to lust or leads to sexual immorality, sure, they don't know you, so for them to say it is a bit inaccurate, but at the same time, they're not wrong, because it can lead to that. And you're a human being. I don't know who you think you are that you think that. You know what Bible said, the flesh is weak.
Yeah.
I don't know who you are that you think that my flesh is strong.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? The flesh is weak.
Yeah.
Dude, I run. My flesh is strong.
But yeah.
Yeah.
There was something you said. I wanted to touch on it, because you what did you say? You were going off. Oh yeah, cool. So the whole causing your brothers to sin thing, yeah. I get it, but even I'm sure you can admit that there's a bit of responsibility that you would have in yourself. For example, we're in David's house right now. If David was aroused by the way you dress, and you knew you came over to David's house quite often, especially in a friendship group situation, or even a situation like this where it's just three of us, you would probably dress a bit differently.
Yeah.
You won't change myself. You won't change yourself because you won't change yourself. You'll still be Stacey.
Yeah.
But you will change yourself a little bit different because you know that his situation.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, more time we're not vocal about these situations.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't say the way
But that's
you
because
dress
of the
is-
whole, like, the way people look at lust as sin is like, it's this disgusting thing that you should never ever do and no one ever does, and how can you be one to do it? Like, I feel like we need to really open the conversation of lust a lot more and make it something that we can actually talk about. Like,
this is the thing. I feel like when you don't talk about certain topics in the Christian community, like, there's a lot of confusion around it. There's a lot of, oh, what does this mean? What does that mean? And like Phil said at the start, we're all gonna have different opinions because we are different people. Our journeys have been different. So yeah, when it comes to discussing stuff, it won't exactly, we won't all fall in line. And is that okay?
Yeah, I think it is okay with, like, cool. So some things are really like case by case, but unfortunately we really like to treat Christianity like a curriculum. Like it's mathematics. Like, you are either wrong or you're right. But there are some things that are just whatever. For example, oral sex. There are people that say, pastors, and I can show you these sermons where pastors like, if my wife gives me oral sex, she can't use that same mouth to preach or praise God, stuff like that. And then there are people that say, well, the Bible says, wives fulfill your husband, husband fulfill your wife. So
Pastor Michael said that.
well, actually, the Bible said it. So,
Pastor Michael said it from the Bible.
So yeah, there's stuff like that where people will be like, okay, cool, I'll do whatever it takes to fulfill my wife, and even if that includes eating ass, you know what I mean?
Whatever it takes. It's an Avengers. Walk into my wedding room like.
Did you do it? Yes. Whatever it took.
Oh my God.
But yeah, so stuff like that, we can disagree, but I think the most important thing, and the thing I didn't like about when they came at us with this episode, is that it has to be in a loving way, and it has to be with meekness. Meekness is essentially being teachable, understanding that you don't have it all together, and understanding, it's having a kind heart, basically, the heart of understanding. Because when you begin to converse with someone and you're not so hell bent on you're wrong, I'm right, and you're just more trying to explore the conversation, you may start to see some faults in your own rhetoric.
We're all trying to figure it out, man.
We
help. That's
We all trying to make it make sense.
Shouldn't make those noises. That's porn, bro.
Audible porn
Causing us to sin.
Oh man, God bless those people. Hey. But yeah, in Colossians, Colossians, as the Americans say, Colossians. In Colossians like 3, it basically talks about that. Basically, not like it's kind of like about having disagreements, and it's like you're not coming at each other with anger or pure judgment. Like, you're not trying to get onto each other. You're not trying to fight, man. But you're both coming with a heart of meekness, and a heart of meekness is so important to us. Like, we don't even have to see eye to eye, because more time these conversations come down to, alright, cool, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. Do you know what I mean? A lot of it is personal responsibility, like you said, Stacey. So people just really need to get onto that. But
you ain't know, in the Bible, Paul was beefing the original disciples, cuz.
Yeah, he was, yeah.
Like, it happens. But it's all love at the end of the day, baby.
That's all it is.
It's all love.
So we're working on MIT season 2. It's not a straightforward thing. Like, this is low budget. We can't afford to just take people away from their lives and pay for whatever set we want. A lot of it is grace. Like, if we're being real, it really isn't that expensive, but it is expensive for people who don't have these massive, well-paying jobs. Like, this is micro budget to the industry, innit? So we are working on it. We got some decent episodes coming. They're great. They're great episodes.
We have the great Jagan.
I was gonna hide that. Shout out Lola Jagan. She's amazing.
We have the great Jake.
Really
I already put it on my Instagram.
Fair. Yeah, Lola Jagan's gonna be in it. We're touching on topics like health. When I talk about health, we're talking about healing. Touching on submission. Oh my days, what a topic that is, guys.
It's gonna be more.
What we're gonna do, is that David and I, or whoever wants to be involved as well, we're probably gonna just sit down and like break down the episodes and fully explore it a bit more.
That's a good idea.
Because like with the It's Allowed episode, someone said that we didn't touch on the Christian side enough, right?
Okay, yeah.
So if we explore that more, that would be better.
And just to caveat, in fairness, like, as part of our like marketing and content run, we did do an Instagram post with like a verse and the explanation for the episode. If you didn't follow at Remember Teen Official on Instagram,
Yeah, we did, and it was
you might have missed that.
Yeah, David, you wrote a long caption for it as well.
Yes, I kind of explained.
But you know, people didn't read it.
Facts over agenda. No wait, agenda over facts. That's how it sounds cool. Yeah, agenda over facts.
Who cares about the truth when the lie's more entertaining? You know, than what
Yes.
That had nothing to do with anything. It just sounded woke. So, but yeah, no, we got episodes coming. Episodes about fasting. No, the episodes are not really about fasting. It's more about grace and works, which is a very nuanced topic. But yeah, we will talk about MIT more, I guess, because of who's involved in this podcast.
Yeah, we be doing that.
And the topics
we
I'm
also
not
talk
gonna lie,
about
are very important. Like, I feel like, boy, that fasting one, boy, it's gonna speak to somebody.
Do you know what's crazy?
What?
The concept for that fasting one, is something that I wrote the episode, and that's something that I only understood like last year, and I understood it because I got asked to preach at my church again for the second time. And the reason why I say the second time is because the first time was fine. I used to perform in my church all the time, so going up on stage was calm. The second time, I decided to have a different approach because I knew I couldn't spend 15 minutes talking about myself just in case no one knew me. Because I knew people in my church. But what I decided to do is like I prayed to God, and I was just like, what do the people want to hear in it? And God spoke to me, and it was just like, cool, works versus grace, because it's such a nuanced topic. Like, we have to the people need to know basically the difference between works and grace. And I spent like the whole night with my missus, shout out Darren. I said
you have a girlfriend?
I have a girlfriend.
Talk about
flipping, why would you
talk about
I have a
it?
girlfriend still. I spent like a whole night with her, just like going through it, trying to work it out. And even after I preached about the top, when I stepped up on stage, my leg was shaking. I have been on stage since I was like 12, 13, dancing with older people, like doing drama, singing, then my voice broke. Like I performing is something I'm not adverse to at all. But when I stepped up on stage that time, my leg was shaking, and I knew that in that moment, let's go. It wasn't about me anymore. It was like, cool, you're doing something that's important. Like, I'm preaching to these adults who've gone their whole life probably not understanding this concept. And if I don't understand the concept, if I can't deliver the concept myself, then they're not going to understand it. The mediator is more important. Is the most important when it comes to communication, because if the mediator mixes up the information, the person receiving will not be able to understand it, and they'll probably run with it in a different way. But yeah, with that topic, I preached about a topic. You could probably find it on YouTube, probably somewhere.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
You never sent it me. You never sent it me.
Sorry, man.
Send it me.
But yeah, then when it came to like more episodes for MIT, the topic of works versus grace is something that I thought, this could work, man. Pun intended. So I decided to make it make sense. I wrote an episode. I concentrated it through the lens of fasting. That episode's cool. Yeah, we got more episodes coming.
Yeah, it's coming.
We're almost done with this episode, guys. If this is messy to you, if you're listening to this and this is messy, we're still trying to work it out. We're still trying to figure it out.
This is our pilot.
Enjoy it.
Like, we might even get cancelled. We don't know.
Insult us. Like, if you don't like it, actually just be rude.
Yeah.
Stacey likes that kind of thing.
I don't know why.
So I have to learn how to cuss her in tree if we're ever going to make this work.
So these guys are racist, if you haven't noticed.
I'm not racist.
You definitely are.
Whoa.
I'm
not racist.
I love Ghanaians. Don't eat. Hey,
Scene.
Ohima. Matrina.
I'm not racist, but I just submit to comedy.
Yeah. That's the one.
So if it's
comedians.
That's Dave Chappelle. If you don't know, if I find it funny, then I'll jump on that. Even if it's racist, man, I'm sorry. I feel like people gotta be able to laugh, man. Real talk. But that is my own view. But yeah, guys, please, if it's messy, let us know. We're still trying to figure out. Dude, this podcast came about because, like, literally the other day, I tweeted, start that podcast, write that book, shoot that film, don't let your ideas go to the grave. And I was just like, I wanted to do a podcast for time. I'm not trying to be a hypocrite out here. So I messaged David, I was like, fam, do you want to make it make sense? And he was like, yeah, let's make it make sense. And he was like, let's get Stacey. I was like, yeah, that makes sense. So we made it make sense.
Come on.
And guys, this is Make It Make Sense. This is the first episode.
Yeah. Guys,
David,
thank you so much for listening.
Yeah.
Oh, David, why?
Yeah. No, I was just going to
He's
sign out for them.
He's a nuisance.
Stacey, you sign out for them, please. Thank you.
No, we got to do the social media handles. Stacey, where can people find you so they can tweet you about what
okay,
performance
you're doing it on purpose because you're
no,
not
wait,
on Twitter.
Oh,
He forgot.
I forgot. Where can they find you on Instagram so they can slide into your DMs and tell you how bad you were in MIT?
Oh, guys. Well, I actually do appreciate the criticism, so come, like, try me.
She said, come at me, bro.
Come at me.
Please inject it. Inject the critique.
Well,
I said I was bad. You were bad. You were terrible.
What's your name?
See, guys, you're going to hear a lot of this. I'm going to try and speak, and as men, they're going to try to speak
Toxic
louder
femininity.
than me.
You have your own mic.
We're fully
But
sharing.
it's not stopping you.
We're fully
But somehow,
sharing.
it's not stopping you.
We're fully sharing
It's
so
not
that you
stopping
can be
them, though.
accommodated.
It's wild.
We're trying to make you feel comfortable and stuff.
Skeen, work on it. But
Got it. Got it.
By the way,
private joke.
got it is Stacey's catchphrase. Her angry catchphrase.
It changes, but guys, my Instagram handle is @Stacey Chanel. Simple.
Banger or David, where can they find you?
Mr. Data GDR, you can find me on Twitter @Data GDR. That's Data GDR, DATA GDR. Instagram @Data GDR. Yeah. I gotta start again. I'm joking now. @Data GDR, all socials. Add me on Snapchat. That's a joke. Don't do that. Philip, your turn.
You can find me at Phil Ossai. That's PHILOSSAI. That's Papa Hotel. No, I'm not doing the whole thing. I don't even know the whole thing, you know.
Papa Hotel, Origami, Lillian, I can.
There's an O in there. What? I think it's Indigo. I don't know what the L is. Lemon?
Sausage sandwich. Ape.
Phil Ossai, PHILOSSAI on all platforms. I tweet a lot of controversial stuff. They call me Brexit. No, they don't.
They do.
No.
Brexit.
These guys can't know that side of me. These guys
Brexit.
But yeah, well, yeah. Yo, so this is Phil. Quickly, thank you for listening to the Make It Make Sense podcast. We did try to aim for 30 minutes to 45 minutes, but it's clear that we don't have a hang of this. So yeah, if you do like the longer episodes, please let us know, and we'll continue making it this length. If you don't, then yeah, we'll definitely try and shorten it. That is something that we'd rather do, but you know, it's not easy. But yeah, see ya.